I want to hear whatever the president has to say. I mean, the president's the leader of the America First movement. He's the leader of the conservative movement. He's the leader of the Republican Party. And I've never known the president to not give a great speech. In fact, last year, CPAC, he spoke for a couple hours, and it was an amazing speech. So I'm interested in hearing whatever the president has to say. I'm sure it will be good. Remember, this is the guy who, when he was in office, did more of what he said he would do than any president in our lifetime. And that, I think, the American people appreciate. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it.
You'll be speaking ahead of the president on Sunday afternoon. John and I will be there covering the president's speech live here for the Fox News Channel. So, Congressman, you say that he is the current leader of the party, former President Donald Trump. Is he the future of your party?
You mean the guy who said he would cut taxes and did, the guy who said he'd reduce regulations and did, the guy who said he'd get out of the Iran deal and did, the guy who said he'd put the embassy in Jerusalem and did, the guy who said he would put conservatives on the court and did, Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Coney Barrett, the guy who said he'd build the wall and did, said he'd do a new NAFTA agreement did, said he would bring home hostages from North Korea and did, and a whole bunch of other things. I think that guy should stay the leader of the party, particularly when you look at the fact that he won 19 of 20 bellwether counties, won Ohio by 8, Iowa by 8, Florida by 3. House Republicans won 27 of 27 toss-up races when he was at the top of the ticket, and he got more votes than any Republican in American history. I think that's a pretty good guy to be leading your party.
He's also the person that you'll remember Mitch McConnell, the Senate Minority Leader, said was mostly responsible for what happened up there at the Capitol building on January the 6th. Mitch McConnell was with Bret Baier last night. Bret asked him if he would vote for the president should he become the party's nominee in 2024. Here's what the Minority Leader said.
If the president was the party's nominee, would you support him?
The nominee of the party? Absolutely.
Curious that he said if he were the nominee of the party, absolutely. He did not say that he would necessarily support him in a primary campaign, though.
Well, we all know if President Trump gets in a primary campaign, he's going to win. So I'm glad that the leader in the Senate is supporting the president if in fact he's our nominee. But I'm supporting President Trump if he runs for the office, which I hope he does. I don't know if he'll announce that Sunday. We'll have to wait and see. But look, this guy was the best president any of us have had in our lifetimes about doing what he said he would do. The American people know he came here to take on the swamp and did. The American people know he came here to fight for them, and he did. That's why they so appreciate him. That's why there's the energy behind President Trump. Remember, Joe Biden would do those events. He'd have, I think he had like 7 white circles painted on the grass, and he'd have 5 people show up. President Trump does an event in just Butler County, Pennsylvania, and has 50,000 people.
Congressman,
that's where the energy is. That's what the American people appreciate, because this guy fights for us, for middle class and working class people.
There's a lot of reporting out there, including Axios this morning, saying that the former president in his speech is going to show that he has control over your party, the GOP. He is reportedly going to show support for those who have supported him. He's going to punish those who have crossed him. Could this risk further dividing your party when there's still talk of a civil war within the GOP?
Sandra, I don't think he has to show that he has support, because I think everybody knows that he does. I don't think he has to show that he's in control of the party, because everyone knows he's the leader of the party. There's a couple Republicans here and there, the same Lincoln Project people who went after him during the campaign. So there's a handful on this side, but he brought so many new people to the party. I mean, I did an event in Youngstown, Ohio back last fall before the election. Youngstown, Ohio, Mahoning Valley, there you couldn't find Republicans. I did an event with 350 Republicans there, spoke at this event. After it's over, Jim Traficant's family comes up to get a picture with me. Jim Traficant, longtime Democrat from the Youngstown area, his family come up to get a picture with conservative Republican Jim Jordan. That's what President Trump has done for our party. That is a good thing. He is the leader of our party. I don't care what a handful of people have to say.
Congressman Jordan, what about new blood in terms of the 2024 race? I know it seems like it's a long way off, but 4 years goes by pretty darn quickly. We saw Tom Cotton from Arkansas up on the CPAC stage just a moment ago. He's highly considered to be a potential contender for 2024. Ron DeSantis is getting a lot of attention. A poll that was done by Tony Fabrizio for the Republican Party found him with 64% support for a primary in Florida, compared to 12% for Senator Rubio, 10% for Senator Scott. Another Republican poll found that DeSantis is more popular in Florida than even Donald Trump is. Could we see some new blood injected into the race, or do you think Donald Trump will make a move, maybe not this weekend, I'm told, at CPAC, but sometime in the next few months to try to freeze the field?
Well, I mean, this is obvious. If President Trump runs, he'll get the nomination, and I think he'll be the next president. If he doesn't run, we got all kinds of great candidates, and Governor DeSantis is certainly one of the best. We were just in Florida last week, got a chance to visit with the governor. What he has done in his state compared to other states that locked it down and hurt their citizens, attacked their fundamental liberties, wouldn't let them go to work, wouldn't let their kids go to school. What he has done in Florida, what a contrast. And what he did in Florida is he embraced freedom. And he made great decisions. That's what you want in a leader. So if it's not President Trump, I think Ron DeSantis and a host of others, we got a number of great candidates.
Real quick, with the former Vice President Mike Pence turning down his invitation to CPAC, Matt Schlapp, the chairman of CPAC, confirming that. What should be read into that, Congressman?
That's up to, and you'd have to ask the vice president. I mean, look, I appreciate Vice President Pence's service to our country. He was a colleague of mine when I first got to the House, and someone that we younger, newer conservatives back then went to for help. But you'd have to ask the vice president about that. What I know is the president's going to be speaking on Sunday, and it's going to be a good time for the conservatives there and for everyone around the country who is going to watch this speech.